And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Guys, in today's video we are going to be going through today's headline. That is of course that Rangers will break the transfer record for Abdallah Sima on one condition. We'll be going through that report today. Whilst also speaking about Rangers in Europe. It has been another quiet day regardless. It is Scottish Cup action of course this weekend up against Hibernian tomorrow as the games come thick and fast, and yet a different competition, another competition that we're trying to go on and win and go as far as we possibly can. I spoke about Hibernian in the previous video, so I'm not really going to go too deep into them today, and I thought I'd just start today's video actually and kind of go through sort of Rangers European exploits. And thanks to Scotland's coefficient, which is a fairly good X page that kind of breaks it all down and stuff like that. They've kind of come on and actually spoke about Rangers and their recent exploits and spoke about where we kind of sit currently in this sort of club coefficient. And actually, upon reading it, I started to sit there and believe and start to think that we have come on leaps and bounds. And I actually can't believe where we actually are ranked at this moment in time in the actual European coefficient as a whole. So I think I'm just going to go through and start today's video by going through a few different things. And this is, as I said, from the information from this part of the video is actually from Scotland's coefficient. So do check them out on Twitter or X or whatever you guys want to call it. It is X, but formerly known as Twitter. And this is what he started off by saying. Rangers 2-2 draw in Lisbon on Thursday moved them up to 25th in the UEFA coefficient rankings, their highest ranking since the 2007-8 when they were ranked 24th. It also ensured Scotland continued to cling on to being ranked as the top 10 league for another week. The repercussions of dropping out would mainly be felt by Celtic. The club 5-club coefficient is the accumulation of points earned over the previous 5 years. Therefore, Rangers don't have a club coefficient for the 2016-17 season as their 5th season in no European football. Rangers are currently 7 points ahead of 29th placed AC Milan, who are realistically the only team still in Europe that could overtake them this season. I found that absolutely bizarre. We're ahead of AC Milan in the club coefficients on points. That's utterly bonkers, just because I'm at the age where I grew up watching AC Milan and they were sort of Champions League final all the time, winning the Champions League, and they went through that sort of period. So to see Rangers ahead of them, it's crazy to me, honestly. West Ham and Ajax and Arsenal are the three teams directly above Rangers at this moment in time, and we could potentially catch them if we progress further than them in this season's Europa League, which is very much doable. Of course, West Ham currently losing their game against Freiburg, Arsenal currently losing their game against FC Porto, and Ajax actually have got to go to Villa Park in the next round. So should we go and progress against Benfica, we have a really good opportunity of getting or catching up with the likes of West Ham, Ajax and Arsenal really, which I find absolutely bonkers. In terms of finances, of course the return tie against Benfica will be difficult, but if Rangers were to reach the quarterfinals, they will earn an extra £1.5 million. That would be in terms of prize money, but of course we do get more money through TV right deals and the kind of other stuff that comes with it, ticketing and all those kind of things. Basically, this season so far, we've earned approximately £17.1 million so far, our third highest UEFA revenue generating season ever. So yeah, that of course comes after the season where we earned the most, of course, was last year, believe it or not, in the Champions League group stages. The year previous to that was the Europa League final, and we're actually only £300,000 or £200,000 behind what we made in the Europa League final. So should we progress against Benfica, it will probably be our second highest ever UEFA revenue generating season, which is absolutely bonkers if you're thinking about it. Then in terms of actually breaking it down of where we stand compared to the other clubs in Scotland, Celtic currently ranked 59th. Remember, we're 25th. And in terms of our coefficient points, wait till we read this out. 63,000 points for Rangers, Celtic have 32,000, Aberdeen are 126th place with 11,500, Hearts 189th with 6,500, and then, I mean, the rest of the teams there's no point worth speaking about. But in terms of our points at this moment in time, we have got 63,000 as stated, and the rest of Scottish football combined, including Celtic, is on 63,500. So it just goes to show Rangers really are carrying the flag at this moment in time for Scotland. And despite their best efforts of trying to get rid of the Champions League automatic place, we're actually not too far away due to the Czech clubs. So if we progress against Benfica, the Czech clubs, which there's a good chance all three of them actually go out at this round, especially Slavia, who have been pumped by AC Milan, Sparta, who have been pumped by Liverpool, they seem almost impossible to overturn those deficits. There's a very, very good chance that Rangers can actually stay in 10th and keep Scotland with that automatic Champions League spot. But as I said in yesterday's video, this is all great. However, we need to make sure that we're winning the league so we actually do get the fruits of our labour and not allow Celtic to get 60 million quid like they've done the previous years, or 80 million quid as it's dubbed to say. So, yeah, interesting there on the European front. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that breakdown. As I said, that was courtesy of the Scottish Football Coefficient on X. Now, to today's main story, guys, this one comes from Football Insider. Yes, and they've stated that sources have told them Rangers will break their transfer record this summer to sign Abdallah Sima on the condition that they win the league and land a huge transfer kitty from the Champions League qualification. Yes, speaking on the new edition of a podcast, Scottish correspondent Daniel Bowers revealed that the Rangers would have no issue on forking out a club record fee to sign the on-loan star permanently this summer. It is believed that the Premier League outfit Brighton value him at around 10 to 15 million pounds, but Rangers would be able to try and get him. And if Rangers were to pay higher in bracket at the Seagulls valuation for Sima, it will break the record set by Tor Andre Flo's reported £12 million move from Chelsea in 2000. He has also, as stated, will buy if we get Champions League football. And before the Senegal's international's devastating hamstring injury during the African Cup of Nations, he was Rangers' most prolific attacker. Across 33 games in all competitions, he scored 15 goals and provided 2 assists, but has been sidelined since January. So yeah, fairly interesting there with regards to that. This one seems to be coming around all the time, that we are very much interested in getting Abdallah Sima on a permanent transfer. And whilst Football Insider indicate that we will be willing to break our transfer record, I don't think it would take actually that much to try and land him. Yes, Brighton value him at around 10 to 15 million pounds, but usually that's never going to be the case. And to be fair, him getting injured probably could work in our favour in negotiating a deal. I reported to you back in December and reported to you back in January that the club were in sort of direct dialogue with Brighton and kind of highlighted the fact that they wanted to try and sign Abdallah Sima come the end of the summer. So someone I would be willing to pay for, maybe not beyond £12 million or something like that, but certainly if the price is right, I think Rangers should be getting the player in through the door. But yeah, interesting. Rangers fans, do let me know your thoughts on the current Scottish coefficient, and let me know your thoughts with regards to Abdallah Sima. How much is he worth in your mind, and do you think we'll sign him in this transfer window? Yes or no? Let me know down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.